Welcome back to the Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Challenge Run. Now, don't get your hopes up, I'm not actually going to be fighting the Pokemon League now. Instead, I'm going to cover one loose end that I sort of missed before, and I keep forgetting I don't actually have a flyer on me. But I have the Eon Flute. So, hopefully, here's the thing, hopefully, it should be low tide in Shoal Cave now. And yeah, I really didn't get to fully explore that cave before, but hopefully, yeah, we can actually land at Shoal Cave. Excellent. Yeah, it's always awkward finding the right time to play just to make sure that it'll be low tide, but hopefully it is low tide. There we go, it's low tide. Excellent. Now, first thing I should do is to use a repel immediately. I think I'm out of super repels, though. I'll need to use max repels or things like that. Where are they? Wait, seriously, where are they? Did I skip over them? I may not have any repels. Oh, actually I do. There we go. Well. There's the max repel. Okay, so I think I have all 4 Shoal shells that I need. But now we can actually go down here, and yeah, don't mind those little ladders there. You can only access those areas in high tide, but in low tide, there's actually a lot more of this place I think we can explore. Yeah, see that stuff over there? That would be Shoal Salt, which we need 4 of to get the Shell Bell. Well, actually, I don't even think it is the Shell Bell now. In fact, I think it's actually something very special. Now, please tell me that I have the Match Bike. Yes, there we go. Because that'll get us TM79 Frost Breath. Frost Breath is kinda like Ice Beam, except that it has the effect of always being a critical hit. Okay, that's the Icy Floor. We'll come back there a bit later. But yeah, Frost Breath has the interesting effect that it is always a critical hit, which makes it really good against opponents that have boosted their defense, because critical hits ignore defensive stat boosts. So, Frost Breath can be good there. In other cases, it's not as good as Ice Beam, but it can be fairly useful. Okay, so we have 1 Shoal Salt out of 4. Now, I remember this guy. If the originals are to be believed, this guy is going to give us a very, very evil item. Yep, here we go. Yes. Let's call this the Blasted Focus Band as well, because the AI just love to cheat with this item so much. I swear I've seen them activated at least 5 times in a row before. I really, really hate that item. But, anyway. Yeah, horrible, horrible memories of, let me see, nothing here. Horrible memories of Battle Tower and Battle Frontier and stuff like that. The AI just, again, loves to cheat with that item. It's one of the unholy trinity of Quick Claw, Bright Powder, and Focus Band. Not to be mistaken for Focus Sash. Focus Sash is actually quite a good item, but the Focus Band is pure evil. This area is weird. I don't actually remember a floor like this before. Ice Heal. That may be helpful for Glacier, seeing that she's probably going to freeze us a lot. Another Shoal Salt, that would make 2. And I'm getting a lot of Snorunts here, but I can't catch any of them. Oh, we're back here, okay. Right, so I guess there is nowhere to go except, Oh, we actually need the Match Bike to get through here. That's interesting. Okay, that leads into the icy area. Again, we're not quite ready to go down there. And I keep going around in circles. But if we just push this, I'm sure there's like at least one more area we can get to that's not the icy one. Yeah, it's up one of these ladders. Like, this was the ladder that I went up last time, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Yeah, there's some shoal salt right down there. Here we go, there's some shoal salt. Is that 3 or 4? I think it's 3, because there's another shoal salt right over here. And I think we would have enough shoal salt and shoal shells now. I'm pretty sure we would. But there's still one more thing to do here. This is actually the main reason I actually came here, and that's the icy floor. Now, with the fact that we can now move in 3D, the ice puzzle shouldn't actually be as hard as it was originally. Yeah, I remember the ice puzzles in X and Y were so annoying until I realized, oh wait, you can move diagonally now. I really wish I'd realized that for Wallace's gym. That is incredibly annoying. Actually, it's going to be much easier to just match bike over there. And yes, I know it's the Mark bike, but when I was a kid, I called it match bike, so I'm invoking nostalgia clause on that. So anyway, we have, yes, you can slide diagonally. Wonder if the puzzles are still set up so that you can actually solve them without going diagonally. Okay. But yeah, we could theoretically just go diagonally here and then just go up. So yeah, the ice puzzles are, yeah, kind of made a lot easier. Like here, for example, if we could just go diagonally there. Oh, hey, Glailite, okay. Speaking of Glailites, I might need to actually do something soon. You'll be seeing that in a moment. It's in the corner, isn't it? No, it doesn't seem to be in the corner. Oh, it must be down there. And I need to restock my repels desperately quite soon, but... Oh, the icy rock for evolving Glaceon is here! That makes a lot of sense. We also find Never Melt Ice, an item that raises the power of Ice-type moves by 20%. How fitting for an area like this. But yeah, the icy rock for Glaceon is here. That actually makes a lot of sense. Anyway, let's head back down. Yep, it's right there. And it's another ice heal. Yeah. We can go diagonally there. See, going diagonally makes this so much easier. And we have TM7 Hail. You found that here in the original games as well, but now it can be used an infinite number of times. Now, I think that's actually everything here, but first, though, we should go back to the old man who wanted the shoal salt and the shoal shells, because he might have something a little special for us this time. Originally, he gave you the shell bell, but since it's much easier to get a shell bell now, we'll see what he gives us. Come on. There you are. Okay, so we're still making a shell bell. So we do get the shell bell. Shell bell is a bit of a weird item. It was really good back in Gen 3, but now there are much better items out there. Yes, this time he also gives you one of the new Megastones in this game, Slowbro Knight. So that's the reason why I wanted to go here. You actually get 2 Megastones out of the deal. So Shoal Cave is definitely a worthwhile side quest to do. And that's basically all we can do in Shoal Cave for now. But something regarding one of those Megastones we just got. We normally wouldn't be able to use that since we didn't actually get a Snorunt as our encounter in there. But we did get something interesting from the demo. And there's more Steep City. Okay, let's land here. And that, well, yeah, you might be seeing another video in just a little bit that will be showing something that I can do with that. But anyway, this was probably quite short, so I'll probably be including more on this. Okay, so we're back, and just one more thing, I'm actually going to heal here. Like I said, I actually get unlimited uses of this heal point, but only... Well, I'm only going to use it once now, just before I go into this one area that I want to tidy up just before I go on to League training, and then I'll heal there just before the Pokemon League challenge itself. Also, I desperately need to restock my repels, I just realized. Not that much, though. 40 would be about right. I also need to check if there's any new TMs I can buy, particularly back in Moorville City, because I really have to think about what I'm going to use for each Elite Four member. But anyway, team seems healed enough, but yeah, after cleaning up the loose end of Shoal Cave, there's just one more area that I really, really feel like we actually need to go to, and that would be down here. Here, Route 132, 33, and 34. These are the only places in Hoenn that aren't, like, lit up on the map, and it just feels wrong to not actually explore them. So, we're going to explore them now. Unfortunately, said route is the infamous current route, and it does pretty much take multiple times to even get through, well, to get everything possible there. Also, I'm not going to be taking on the Reggies now. There's no point because they're genderless, so I can't actually catch them. I might put catching them as a bonus episode after I've actually completed the main game, and that includes both the main game and the Delta episode. But we can just stop over at Pacific Log Town and head through the last routes that we need to explore in Hoenn. After we've done this, we will have been everywhere. So yeah, I like to, even if this is more of a sort of a challenge type playthrough, I like to cover pretty much, at the very least, I like to explore every single area that's accessible. And hopefully this shouldn't take too long with Sharpedo's increased surfing speed. Recently I went back to my Y version, and yeah, I really miss Sharpedo, let's just say. Surfing feels so slow without Sharpedo. Oh, this route is infamously confusing though. Generally speaking, you want to make 3 trips of this place. Up, down, and middle. I guess I'll try down this time. Yeah, it's funny, because the currents actually make you travel, like, less than you normally... I mean, less fast than you normally would with Sharpedo. And there is a black belt there, so I'm going to switch Bone Fluting. Hello there, black belt. Well, I contemplate Pokemon almost that much a day. Now, the levels here will most likely be very, very, very low in comparison to the Pokemon League Victory Road, although that is a Machamp, which is very, very intimidating. Very intimidating. Level 40 Machamp. I mean, it's alright, but it's still kind of scary. Oh yeah, I forgot that's, yeah, fighting resists Bug for some reason. And yet Bug also resists fighting. That seems to be the only weird double resistance combo out there. Submission is kind of a weird move. Apparently its name actually doesn't really indicate the kind of move that it's supposed to be. It's actually meant to be some kind of wheel type thing. It's not really... I don't know what a submission actually is. I think it's a type of wrestling move, but apparently it's not what the Japanese name implies. I also find it hilarious that Pokemon Stadium actually called Submission the strongest fighting type move, which, yeah, apparently it was back in Red and Blue. Yes, I definitely am a Pokemon fanatic. So weird, regular water just looks so strange with all the currents around here, but... An item, please, for something good. Protein. A certain boxer from a certain RPG series would approve. But yeah, this is going to be the down route of this area, so hopefully I don't miss too much. I remember there's one area in this route where you just get funneled either up or down. Oh! Wow! That was perfect luck. TM Sludge Wave! I never realized that, I like the way the currents are animated too. But that was pretty much perfect. I don't think you could have even accessed this, this patch of sand normally. Yeah, here's the bit where you either get funneled up or funneled down, depending on where you are. And here we get funneled around here. Max revive! Totally worth it. Going here was completely worth it. Okay, we're now on Route 133. Anything here? No, nothing. Let's see if there's anything over here. There probably isn't, considering all the rocks around this area. And looks like there isn't. But we could effectively attempt to switch over to the upper path, or we could try going forward here. Or we could keep going on the lower path. I think we should keep going on the lower path. Hey, that would have led to the same place anyway. I remember that Bird Keeper. Don't really remember that Ace Trainer, though. So, Bird Keeper. Let's see if Bone Flute can take it. Actually, let's try Tuba's Ice Beam. Yeah, well, I can't come out here with Bird Pokemon until I've actually been all the way through these routes, so yeah. Oh, it's... Yeah, of course it would be a Skarmory. Well, Skarmory doesn't really like water all that much. I mean, it may not be weak to water, but it's not resistant to it and has very bad special defense. So, often Skarmory, yeah, doesn't really... And you're going to set up those spikies, but, you know, it's kind of funny. We can have a move called Spikes, yet apparently you can't nickname your Pokemon Spike because that's censored, because it contains an obscure, I think it's Polish swear word or something, or... It's really weird. Really, really weird. I really don't like the new censorship system. Anything here? Anything? Oh, there's a backpacker here. They certainly weren't here in the original. Okay, so what Pokemon will you raise? Let's find out. 3 Pokemon, though. Laren. Well, that's actually kind of good for Sharpedo. The problem is it might have Sturdy. Oh, the introduction of new Sturdy has made so many Pokemon so much more irritating than they used to be. Especially Geodude, but Laren as well. Yeah, they're... Oh, okay, no Sturdy. That means it must have had Rock Head then. Oh, Manectric. Okay, definitely don't want to use Tuba against that thing, but I could just do the old switch-out tactic. Although that thing's actually quite fast and might hit quite a bit of damage with electric moves. But it'll go down to 1 Earthquake most likely. Bite? Really? I seriously question your judgment, Mr. Ace Trainer. You're still going for Bite. Oh yeah, I kind of had a feeling I'd flinch. I was just thinking, recently I was playing a bit of Battle Maison in my Pokemon Y version. I've actually finally surpassed a 50-win streak. Finally. I'm actually up to 70 now. But it required the use of Pokemon largely considered to be broken. I had to use Mega Kangaskhan to get to 50, and a certain other generally considered to be broken Pokemon to get to 70 so far, but... You know what? The Battle Maison deserved it. It deserved it. It really did, after all that cheating it put me through. Speaking of things that deserve it, this Alakazam's gonna get crunched. But yeah, I recently ran into a few battles there where it was Dark Pulse. I kept getting hit by Dark Pulse, and Dark Pulse flinched me every single time. Well, it flinched me at least twice in a row. Then I had a Jolteon. Okay, this was really bizarre. Yeah, that is kind of cool. This is really bizarre, but I once had a Jolteon, in fact, very recently. I once had a Jolteon there flinch me with Thunderbolts. And originally I thought that must have been just pure cheating, but turns out King's Rock actually works on any damaging move now, not just contact moves. So I think King's Rock can flinch with Thunderbolt. I think the only way that's possible is if that thing was holding a King's Rock, because seriously, flinching with Thunderbolt. That wasn't possible the old way King's Rock worked, but apparently it works differently now. And Tuba has finally caught up to the rest of the team. So yeah, we're all level 48. We're going to need to be a bit higher to take on the Pokemon League. Now, I think we're actually... I don't know if we're close to the dive spot, but we might be. So let's just surf this way. Okay, here's the other funnel that I was thinking about. This leads to a large, barren patch of shallows. Well, that's sort of weird. Now, I seem to remember that if you want to get to the special cave where the Reggies are, you have to surf very, very low. You have to pretty much be as low as... That's it, isn't it? That's it. I just missed it. Although I just realized something. In these newer games, it's actually a lot easier to... Yeah, I have to come back for that item too. And that trainer. It's actually a lot easier to find stuff that you've missed on this route because, I think, yeah, you can actually surf to... Not surf, but actually fly to routes themselves now. So you don't have to explore the whole place. And, by the way, we are officially back in Slateport City. So, yeah, you can't actually surf that way. You have to go from Pacific Log Town. But while we're in here, we may as well see if there's any new TMs that we can pick up. I remember I had to get Thunderwave before, but let's see if there's anything else here. You know what? Hone Claws maybe, but Struggle Bug... Actually, Hone Claws could really help Bone Flute out with making Stone Edge more accurate, but... Struggle Bug is a pretty weak move. But, let's see if we can fly back to one of those individual routes. Because, yes, it's going to take multiple trips through to get everything. I want to at least see if I can... oh, wait, I deleted Dive, didn't I? Wait, okay, yes, I can fly to Route 132 and Route 133. And I can fly to Route 134, excellent, okay. Okay, so... How about this time, we try going the upper path? Because, yeah, like I said, generally speaking, unless, like, where are we going to end up here? Oh, right at the start. That's excellent. So, yeah, you usually need to do this in 3 tries. Upper, middle, and lower is generally the best way to go about exploring this area. The maze of currents can get really annoying. See, this area we'll only be able to access from the upper part. And let's see, Bone Flute's still quite weakened. But I'll see if I can take on this swimmer. Yeah, I'm not actually sure if that makes it harder to catch colds, but, oh well. Tentacruel, that may be a problem. I mean, its physical defense is not that great, so I can crunch it. I keep saying that about Tentacruel, but, yeah. I don't know what's happened to Tentacruel in competitive lately, because I remember, last time I remember, oh, that's funny, another Sharpedo. Last time I remember, and literally everything I have is not very effective on this thing, so that is very, very strange. I shouldn't have used Waterfall, I should have used Surf, I just remembered Rough Skin just then. See, look, I do that much damage with not very effective moves. That's how frail Sharpedo is. And you are going to knock yourself out with my Rough Skin. How fitting. Well, almost, but my Rocky Helmet is going to finish you. That combo is so interesting. I love that combo. Interesting. I don't know why I said that. But, yeah, because last I heard of Tentacruel, Jellicent kind of replaced its role, and now I don't think even Jellicent is used all that much. Okay, going down there will lead kind of back. That area above seems to be impassable water, but if we go this way, we can miss a few things. But we have a rare glimpse of swimmers actually on shore. So let's go and take on these swimmers. Okay, so time to take on some swimmers then. Oh, there's actually 3 of them, that's cool. Wow! Wow! Talk about emo. She doesn't have a very emo Pokemon though. Corsola's a pretty bright and happy looking Pokemon. Well, I mean, of course, it's got pretty bad stats all around. Although, the one thing you do have to watch out for with Corsola is Mirror Coat. That can really catch you off guard. Which is why I'm using physical moves here, but yeah. Mirror Coat from Corsola can actually be kind of dangerous. Just like Mirror Coat from, well, anything really. Which is why, I mean, I guess, yeah, Swampert can kind of be... Oh, is it? No, I don't think... Wait, can Swampert learn Mirror Coat? I think it actually might be able to. I think Blastoise can learn both of them. Wow, I really, really feel sorry for this trainer. This might be one of the most depressing trainers in the whole game. Wow! Wow! Okay, I don't even want to go into the implications of that. Well, at least you're marginally happier than that other one. Franklin, and he has a Whiscash, okay. And, well, this could be really easy for Trumpeter, but let's see if Clarinet can do it. I mean, she is 10 levels higher than this thing. So, yeah, sorry the battles aren't really all that interesting in this. Earth! Ooh, okay, this thing has Earthquake. And it barely did anything. Yeah, that's what being 10 levels higher will do to you. And that's why I need to train a little bit more for the Pokemon League, because as it stands, Steven is currently about 10 levels higher than my team, so... Yeah, we'd be on the receiving end of this kind of thing, and that doesn't sound very appealing at all. That, in fact, sounds incredibly painful. Especially considering that he has a Mega, and definitely think Steven's got better since the original games, and I really haven't had much experience fighting him with Sceptile either, so that could prove to be very interesting. Speaking of interesting, that was the exact opposite of interesting. That Seizure just got completely destroyed in one hit. But anyway. Well, you're still pretty depressing. Is this like Depressing Island or something? You there. Please be a bit happier than the other two. You may be a little too happy, actually. I've been expecting you. Yeah. I'll just leave it at that. She has been waiting here all game with her Pelipper. Then her Pelipper will murder us with somehow. I mean, I don't know how you can murder someone with a Pelican, but this trainer will find a way to do it. Because she has been waiting for us all day. But her Pelipper's gone, so no murdering people with Pelicans today. Level 49. Seeking, okay. Yeah, you know, Goldeen and Seeking is... Sorry about that, I will kind of have to stop this. Sorry, sometimes the phone rings and I'm not exactly in a position to stop the recording so that it doesn't get picked up on my microphone, but anyway. Goldeen and Seeking was one of those evolution families, kind of like Mr. Mime, that really kind of... It seems like their names were made before the concept of genders were really finalized. I mean, there are a lot of Pokemon with King in their names, like Kingler or Kingdra, that can also be female. But the interesting thing about Goldeen and... Yeah, so she wanted to beat up a weak child. That is pretty disturbing. So on this island we have an Emo, another Emo, and a Psychopath. I'm leaving this island right now. Sounds like the name for some very, very, very weird show or something. An Emo... yeah, 2 Emos and a Psychopath. I have a feeling I just missed a lot of stuff. Or not. Actually, sort of yes. But going down up there, I just thought that this area around here is kind of a bit harder to access than the other parts, but... Anyway. Sorry about that. What? Okay? You better not be another Psychopath. What? Oh, okay, a TM. Okay, at least there was some benefit to coming here. You are very weird. Okay, we get a star piece here. There is a swimmer on the other side there, so I might have to go for the middle at some point. But let's just surf through here. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about, Goldeen and Seeking, yeah. Because Goldeen's name sounds really feminine, but Seeking is really masculine, so really feels like the kind of Pokemon that, that just, yeah, it might be referencing how some fish can change their genders, but yeah, it actually keeps its gender normally, but enough about that. Speaking of weird Pokemon regarding genders, Staryu. Why is the Staryu line genderless? I really don't get that. It just seems such a strange Pokemon to make genderless. It just leads to some very weird implications as to what exactly Starmie even is. Well, Trumpeter is the expert Sharpedo Slayer, so this shouldn't take too long. I just love how quick and sort of snappy Grass Plex's animation is. It's just like bang, and their health goes down to 0 immediately. Because Sharpedos are just that fragile. No offense, Tuber. Tuber's actually been pretty cool. Yeah! Yeah, that's a weird way of vocalizing that, but anyway. Yes, Pokemon apparently enjoy these currents, that's weird. But those two are both level 49, so I think it's time to switch up my Pokemon a little bit. Igil is 49, but Airhorn is not, so Airhorn needs a little bit of experience. Hello, Swimmer. Oh, no! Well, this isn't going to be good for experience at all. Love Disc give terrible experience. And Love Disc are not really a fun time to battle, because really they are very, very easy, and when they do something, it's usually something very irritating, like confusing you. And once again, we see the very, very strange case of the animation looking like a water move when actually it's still a normal type move. Secret Power is a strange move. Another Love Disc. See, I don't even need to use Boom Burst here. Bang. And it's gone. And let's see. Oh, look, it's another Love Disc. Whatever shall I do? This one looks extra scary. I am going to need to use Boom Burst on this one. Might even want to do a damage calculation on this thing afterwards just to see how completely ridiculous that would have done. I bet I'm probably KO'd that thing twice over with Boom Burst there. I'm so sorry, your Love Discs were definitely not fun. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that is the one thing Love Disc is good for. Okay, so we can go up here. Okay, we can access this very large landmass here. And find an item. Carpos, another vitamin. I mean, these are alright, but with Super Training, it's much easier to get. Oh, I remember this area. I don't remember that Bug Maniac, though. And did I fight that Bird Keeper before? I think I fought a different Bird Keeper. I remember the Walking Black Belt, though. What I don't remember, though, is that Bug Maniac. Gonna use Bone Flute for this. I still love this music, though. Oh, okay, he's not even battling. Yeah, that guy's kind of a hint that, yeah, that black belt was just stepping on a hard scale. That guy there is kind of a hint that heart scales often respawn, like, every day. I mean, the most convenient way to find Love Discs, to find heart scales, is just to use Thief on Love Disc repeatedly, but if you want another source of heart scales, you can find some of them just with your dowsing machine in any kind of shoreline area, and they tend to respawn every day, so kind of cool. There are sometimes pearls respawn as well. Really? Well, you're probably going to faint yourself with the submission damage. And it did. What you got now? Heracross! Okay then. This is interesting. I know this seems weird, but although Heracross does have very good special defense from what I remember. Except I do have physical moves. Poor Heracross. Heracross was like an amazingly good open Pokemon back in the original days of Gen 3, but now it's just... Uh-oh. That's bad. That's very bad! That's definitely gonna one-shot me. Yes, it did one-shot me. Of course it would. Yeah, Megahorn. Heracross still shouldn't be underestimated at all. Its Mega is very, very bizarre, but, like, it's not bad at all. Like, I almost got destroyed by a Mega Heracross at the, VGC National Championships here in Australia. Almost got and you're still faster. Seriously, wow. I mean, I have a plus beat nature and I'm several levels higher than you, but yeah, and you only have, like, base, what, 80... Heracross has some weird number. It's like 83 or something. Or 85. Like, it's something a little bit above 80. But I guess nothing left to do but to finish you with Psychic. Yeah, I was not expecting a Heracross. Yes, there was a bug type in this area, it just wasn't used by the Bug Maniac. Oh hey, I just realized this guy's name is Hiroshi, which is funny because it's often commonly... Well, one thing that was kind of hilarious back when Black and White 2 were first announced is the rival, for some reason. Yeah, the hosts of, I think it was Pokemon Sunday. Was it still called Pokemon Sunday back then, or was it Pokemon Get TV then? I forget which one it was called, but one of the hosts' names was Hiroshi, and as a joke, a few kids came in and played the beginning of Black and White 2, and as a joke, they named the rival Hiroshi, and as a result, I always consider that the Black and White 2 rival's official name now. Yes, he is now Hiroshi to me. It's a really annoying though, because in the English version, there is not enough space to name him Hiroshi, but, which is really, really irritating, but I still like thinking that he's called that. Hiroshi. Anyway. There is a Dragon Tamer here. Oh yeah, technically speaking, I could explore the remaining areas of Meteor Falls too, but I think... Hey, you share your name with an Elite 4 member from Sinnoh. But I think that we actually have to go there in the Delta episode anyway. The main reason I used E-Gill here was I wanted to see how well Dazzling Gleam did against these things! Yeah, Shelgorn does have this annoying tendency to use Protect, although they rarely use it for any actually useful thing. Shelgorn actually behaves a lot like one of the Cocoon Pokemon. Aha! Kingdra! Well, this time I won't fall for your very, very annoying few weaknesses typing because I have one of the few things that you're weak to, Fairy. Oh hey, I even one-shotted you too. Of course, it goes without saying, but I am very impressed with how E-Gill's been doing overall. I concede defeat. Who is it just says that? I know there's someone from some game who says that. No. But, yeah, funny, he just mentioned Meteor Falls. I technically could go there and explore the rest of it now, but again, I think it's actually possible to explore bits of it during the Delta episode. I mean, we sort of need to. And we're back here. So I think that concludes our upper visit to this route. So, now it's time for the middle. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this into a whole episode at all, but... So I really don't want too many fillers before the Pokemon League, but I kind of had to do this route. Anyway, let's just go back a little bit. Trying to stay in the spirit of my rules, I'm not actually going to be able to heal yet until I completely finish my journey through this route, so... One more trip. Once more into the raging currents. Once more into the stormy seas. Once more I don't have any more overdramatic words. But yes, let's try going in the middle this time, and this is leading me a bit up, actually. Okay, I did battle you already, but this time... Yeah, that's going to lead me up too, isn't it? Okay, right, if we go down here... This is the bottom part, isn't it? But we can head more towards the middle now. By doing this. And okay, now this is going to funnel us up instead of down. And by funneling us up, we have an area that we haven't been to before with a fisherman. Of course, when you fish, it's always win! Win! I really, really love that guy. Oh hey, it's Fisherman Ronald, the name of the rival in, in one of the Pokemon trading card games. I really want to play one of those games, actually. Especially the second one, because I really like games that never made it out of Japan. Now, this might not do all that much, but it is a double weakness. And it was enough. Okay, excellent. And I get a special attack boost out of the deal. But yeah, unfortunately that rival, I really can't take him seriously with the name Ronald. I mean, seriously, can anyone take the name Ronald seriously since, you know, a certain fast food chain? By the way, a while ago, I got shown some of the very first ads for that particular fast food chain, and I just want to say, they are horrifying. Really horrifying. I really don't recommend watching them if you value your sanity. They are some of the most horrifying abominations to have ever been made. Speaking of horrifying, Gyarados usually is, but now I am destroying them with my forehead laser! I don't know why, but I always love calling Charge Beam that, just because it's a big laser coming out of your forehead. You sank in defeat. I guess I could say sploosh. That's kind of interesting. But most of these battles I kind of know that I'm going to win because I'm massively higher level, but anyway. So let's see where we can go from here. I guess we should just go forward then. Hopefully we'll stay roughly centrally located. Okay, we definitely haven't been here before. We have a big pearl. And we have some currents that could funnel us more up. Okay, back there, that's the depressing island of Emos and Psychopath, so I want to avoid that area this time. Let's see if I can go more towards the middle. Hopefully I can get most of the stuff here. Oh, okay. This is one of those interesting situations where you're stuck against the edge of something and we actually have to basically have a choice in where we move, finally. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's funneling us down. Okay, good. I thought I was going to miss her for the time, for the first thing. But yeah, this is the other side of that one island that we were at before, so there is a swimmer here. Hi, swimmer. You probably shouldn't be on this route then. It's kind of impossible not to swim where currents are too strong. Oh, great, another Love Disc. What is it with... I mean, I guess Love Disc is a third-generation Pokemon, so they would want to use it a lot, but still, I mean, Love Disc is seriously one of the worst Pokemon of all time. Yeah, and that looks like Mud Slap, yet it has 70 base power. Ah, another Pelipper. So many Pelippers here as well. Well, I guess that's the thing about the quote-unquote too much water routes, but I still like there are Bird Keepers, Black Belts, and Dragon Tamers down here. Gives it a little bit more variety, at least. Wow, that was a critical hit. That must have been really painful. Yeah, again, you may want to get out of this route, and let's just hope your Pelippas fly. Yeah, it's very easy to lose your sense of place on this route, because, yeah, very hard to figure out where everything is. Now, let's just see if we can't keep continuing around the middle, because I think there was one Bird Keeper we haven't fought yet. And, wow, okay, I literally just got him, I think. I was probably very close to missing him. Hello, Bird Keeper. You know, I think I remember this guy. Now, I think this might be the last thing we can do on this route, well, apart from diving to the special Reggie area, but we'll get to that later. Probably in a bonus episode, but first, it's time to destroy a Bird Keeper. I still like Swallow, though. Swallow was probably the first... Oh, no, I like it less now. Swallow was probably the first early game normal flying type that was actually somewhat good. It's kind of overshadowed by, yeah, the very next generation would bring in Starly, which Starly is just absolutely amazing. Completely amazing. I would actually probably call it I'd still call it the best early game flying type in existence. I mean, technically speaking, I still think Talonflame is better competitively. The thing is, Talonflame relies on its hidden ability to be useful. Whereas Staraptor is actually really good both in-game and competitively, and that really makes it for me. Talonflame isn't quite as good in-game as it is competitively, because, yeah, it really relies on Gale Wings to be good. I mean, not that it's not good. I mean, Talonflame is still very good even. I knew that would paralyze. I just knew that would paralyze. But yeah, I mean, it's still pretty good. It's just only ridiculously good when it has Gale Wings. And then Staraptor is insanely good, you know, both with its hidden ability and without. I mean, its hidden ability Reckless helps it a lot, but it's still very good with Intimidate. Honestly, one of the best early game Pokemon ever in any Pokemon game. One of the few redeeming qualities of, not redeeming qualities, but few saving graces of Diamond and Pearl to me. And we're at the Dragon Tamer, who we battled before. So I think we've got most of the things we can get on this route. I might actually just go look up Bulbapedia very quickly to see if I miss any trainers or any items. Or any important items. So I'll just see you in a little bit. Okay, good thing I checked, because apparently I'm missing the TM for Rock Slide, which is actually somewhere in the middle part of this part of the route, 134. So I want to see if I can find that. What happens if you actually fly to Route 134? I may also be missing a rare candy from the first part of the route. I mean, let's just see where you fly to if you land here. Apparently it's on a very small island in the middle of this route. Oh, okay. We actually haven't been here before. We're just down from that guy. Let's see if middle of the route means around here. If I fail this, I'm just going to probably just cut back to when I find the TM. Let's see. So it's around... Oh, okay. Good thing I checked here, because Star Piece and an Ace Trainer. So there actually was a trainer we haven't battled yet here. But I don't see a TM of Rock Slide yet. Are you? Okay, you're not quite 50 yet. But neither are Trumpeter and Clarinet, so I'll give them priority here. Yeah, it's totally not like I'm stranded or anything. I just do this for training. Please help me. And another... What is it with people using Larens here? Now, the question is, will this one have Sturdy? No, it didn't, okay? Tropius. I probably shouldn't have stayed in, because there's a very high chance this thing will have Air Slash, I think. Tropius is such a bizarre Pokemon. Like, I mean, a flying dinosaur that's grass flying type with fruit growing out off its neck. And I called it Air Slash. That move didn't exist in the original Ruby and Sapphire, so Tropius was a bit less threatening. Tropius makes quite a decent fly slave, though. Leaf Tornado also didn't exist in the original Ruby and Sapphire. In fact, that was actually supposed to be... Of course it gets the accuracy drop. That was supposed to be Snively's signature move, actually. And of course I miss immediately after an accuracy reduction. I am not going to take my chances. But yeah, that was supposed to be the Snivy Lion's signature move for some reason. You cheater! You cheater! Like, honestly, I actually really have been led to believe the AI actually does, like, predict switches sometimes. Mainly when your current Pokemon is on very low HP. And see, right here, this right here is why I don't like Physical Sceptile. Really? Oh well, at least I'm not, I'm no longer accuracy dropped. But seriously, often they do that when you're on really low HP. They will switch over to a different move and hope to catch near switch-ins. It's kind of annoying. They do that a lot in the Battle Maison as well. Yeah, sure you do. Because, yeah, there's the Dragon Tamer there. Now I'm pretty sure that... Let me just check that I didn't pick it up and that I'm not just going crazy. Yeah, I do have Sludge Wave and Psych Up, but I don't have Rock Slide. Okay, so maybe it's only accessible from 133. I need to make one more trip through here anyway, because I missed a rare candy that's apparently near Fisherman Ronald. Anyway, I think I'll just cut to finding any other items. Oh, okay, you need to be located a little bit more up to actually get the rare candy here. But there it is. Next on the agenda, is basically just the TM of Rock Slide, so I'll see you when I get that. I think I see a tiny fleck of yellow off the corner of my eye. That just might be it. I really hope so. It was the Dragon Tamer. Damn it! What the? I just got into a battle in midair for some reason. And I now present to you the Flying Sceptile! So, apparently I just ran into a Murkrow. I didn't even see that. I just got into the air and then this happened. Okay, hopefully Leaf Blade doesn't do too much. I just realized I still have False Swipe. I should probably get rid of that soon. My moveset entirely consists of attacking moves. I guess this would be my encounter for the Sky, then? Okay, that might actually hit somewhat hard. Okay, this pair is actually quite weak. Let's see if I can actually catch this thing now. This is a better catch, or we're actually in trouble. I do like this Sky, Really?! Really? I couldn't catch a red health Murkrow with an Ultra Ball? What? Okay, Murkrow's catch rate can't be that high, can it? I know there was at least one other person on YouTube who had serious trouble catching a Murkrow at one point. I am down to just 2 Pokemon. I am honestly down to just 2 Pokemon. This is very, very weird. Now we have a Flying Exploud for some reason. Like, seriously, what is up with Murkrow's catch rate? Okay, there we go. You're being a massive troll about it, Murkrow, really. I seriously want to name this thing Troll Crow now, but we have a Murkrow, which I don't think is a Hoenn Pokedex Pokemon. Murkrow is feared and loathed as the alleged bringer of ill fortune, and yet it actually has the Super Luck ability. This Pokemon shows great interest in anything that sparkles or glitters. It will even try and steal rings from women. That actually sounds quite painful, having a crow fly in and yank a ring right off your finger. That would probably hurt. But enough random tangents, time for a nickname. You know what? I don't know why, I just randomly saw this. Apparently, a siren is technically an instrument, according to Wikipedia. And, I mean, crows screeching kind of reminds me of sirens, maybe. So, I'm gonna call it, as in, like, you know, sirens the instrument, not sirens the, like, mythological thing. Anyway, that was very weird, but I guess that's my encounter for the Sky. I'll have to check, though, and, like, unless it counts as my encounter for this route, but anyway. Also, the Bulbapedia was actually really misleading. This is very, very annoying. It's not the middle part of Route 134 where Rock Slide is, it's the middle part of the southern part. Jeez, Bulbapedia, it's like you're trying to be confusing there. Middle part of the southern part, so yeah, I was way off that time. So I guess I should just keep trying to... Yeah, I remember you. This is definitely the southern part of Route 133. But now we're going for the middle part of the southern part. Maybe it is past the Reggie area. See here, we're going straight through the middle here. And this is that island where it seemed like there was just nothing. middle part of the southern part. Well, at the very least, I think I know how to get into this dive spot. Okay, there's the dive spot. And I don't have any Pokemon with dive. Because I definitely went past that last time. What happens if I go up here? Oh, there it is! Oh, that looks really annoying to get to, though. Oh, except not. Except I'm in the perfect place to get to it. You just have to swirl a... Did I touch that? I wonder if I did touch that. No, I didn't, because that was definitely sounded like a Pelipper, and that ended up being a Tentacle, so... Just a coincidence that I ended up finding a wild Pokemon here, but... Bye, Tentacle, don't want you. Finally, we have this TM. This one's quite well hidden, actually. But we have TM80 Rock Slide, which is, yeah, excellent. And with that, I am almost certain that we have done everything on this route. Also, random notes, the Black Belt was actually called Hitoshi, not Hiroshi. So I was a bit wrong to make my whole Hiroshi claim there, but I wanted to bring it up because I still think that's hilarious. The Black and White 2 rival will always be Hiroshi to me in spirit, even though I can't fit that name now. At least not in the English version. But let's fly straight to the Pokemon League. No, I am not ready to go in there just yet, but... Okay, that should be mostly everything I need to do, but there's one more thing that I want to do that I think I maybe should just get out of the way first. I just realized. This music's still pretty good, though. One very brief thing that I want to do, just one more loose end to tidy up. Actually, technically speaking, I could go get the scanner at Slateport City and go after Horo and Lugia. That might also be a bonus episode, but what I do need to do, though, is remember back at Rusturf Town? Rusturf Town, really? Verdanturf Town. Rusturf is the name of the tunnel. Remember back here? There was something that kind of stumped me. There was that lady who was looking for her Whisper and said that it was behind a sign. Turns out I was checking behind the wrong sign. And it also turns out the reward here is actually very well worth it. So I definitely want to get this out of the way. So down here there should be a girl who's talking about her Whisper. Is this you? Yeah, her Shroomish. See, she said it disappeared around the sign. I thought this sign? Actually, no. It turns out the sign you need to look behind is, I think, this sign. There we go! So we have one very confused Shroomish. Mushu, really? And we get the intriguing stone. Now, people who played X and Y will remember this stone. This stone was kind of a weird red herring back then. Everyone thought it was a Mega Stone and made a big deal over it, but as it turned out, it was kind of useless. It actually turned out to be just a normal rock. But in this game, though, what you have to do with it is a little bit cryptic. I probably wouldn't really know this until after... Do these people say anything different? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they do say different things. That's actually a really good attention to detail there. Let's see if I can actually talk to his parents in Petalburg, because Petalburg is kind of close to where I need to go. You know, I will say the beginning of the Sky music is actually kind of starting to get a little bit annoying. Petalburg Woods. Where's Petalburg City? There it is. Now, it'd be really weird if these people didn't say anything. I mean, didn't say anything different. There we go, see, they actually do. Wow, you were a jerk. You are a jerk. You, sir, are definitely not going to win Father of the Year award anytime soon. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe Wallace wants to go to Carlos and Nova. Interesting. Wow, that's some nice dedication there. I kind of like that. It just gives you a little bit more depth to Wally's character in a way, just seeing that little extra stuff there. But seriously, Wally's father may even be almost as bad as Bianca's father. And even Bianca's father actually, he actually kind of has a change of heart, whereas Wally's father's all like, "Oh, Wally in Evergrande City? Oh, that'd never happen." Oh, wow, what a jerk, seriously. Anyway, what we have to do with the intriguing stone is we need to go to President Stone of the Devon Corporation. Yes, we have to go to Stephen's father, and this, yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense that, you know, it's a mysterious stone. You'd have to take it to someone who does like rare stones. In a way, it makes sense, but it is a little unintuitive because there doesn't seem to be much like that Mr. Stone actually really does after his role in the plot is over. His very brief role in the plot. But anyway, the intriguing stone, if we take it to him, apparently it's Pidgeotite. So yes, the intriguing stone is actually a Mega Stone this time. But yeah. Some people also find it kind of funny that this guy has a giant picture of Omanite in his office and he gives you the Megastone for Pidgeot, which was a Pokemon that became very famous in, you know... Well, both Omanite and Pidgeot became very famous in a certain Pokemon stream. Might be a nod to that? I don't know. Possibly. That's pretty much everything I wanted to take care of, but I might want to go ahead and buy lots more Timer Balls because we are definitely going to be encountering more legendaries in the post-game. Except, how many Timer Balls do I have? Where, you're not selling Timer Balls. Actually, I just realized something. I thought of one thing. One more loose end that I might want to tie up. How many Timer Balls do I have? 24 is probably alright, but I might want to get 16 more. Yeah, that'll make it an even 40. That should be enough. Yes, one more thing that I wanted to take care of. I'm just thinking if there's anything else. But, one more loose end, and it's kind of on a similar note to the other thing. Oh, that's actually very cool. I like the way Meteor Falls looks over there. Oh, there's Fallible Town. Kinda wish you got a better view of the Ash route, though. And here's the loose end that I want to tie up. Apparently, involving that weird, creepy debt collector, there's something that in Moorville we need to check out, because it's going to give us something useful. At least something that I really, really, really want to make use of, because it's something that I actually quite like. So, let's go in here. Head on up the elevator to Moorville Hills. I'm not going to do the O-Power side quest just yet, though. That, I don't want to be traumatized today. No thanks. Then if we go to the place where the weird man was, I forget. See, look, yeah, there he is. The mysterious glasses man is standing outside the house now. If we talk to him, we get Lopunite. Yes, the Megastone for Lopunny. Interesting. Wow. So... yeah, I don't think there are any in Hoenn, but if we do get one, I would definitely like to use the Lopunite. Can we even get in there? Man. We still can't get in there. Yeah, still a bit of a creepy side quest, but at least we do get a Megastone out of it. So, yes, that lets us Mega Evolve Lopunny, and I am very, very eager to do that, because seriously, those of you who know my channel will know that I have kind of yeah, let's just say a bit of an amusing incident happened with bunnies for me, and bunnies kind of, yes, have kind of been special to me since. So now I can finally, make my Don't Mess with a Bunny team in Pokemon, which, well, not team, but, like, I guess I could. I could have, I do have a Diggersby trained up, actually. You haven't seen it in any of my Wi-Fi battles, but I do have one trained. It's actually done very well for me in Battle Maison. But, yeah. Don't mess with the bunny, or you're gonna go extinct. Yes, finally, with my Lopunnyite, I shall make everyone go extinct on Wi-Fi. I shall treat everything as Woheart, and they shall all go extinct. With my super awesome rabbit of death. Yeah, in jokes for a certain other video of mine. Anyway, though, we've pretty much done every single thing we wanted to clean up before the Pokemon League. So there's nothing left to do, but maybe just kinda train a little bit. We're all around level 50 now, so I want to be about 53, 54 before we go in, so a little bit more training. So, until then, I'll be signing off for now, and I'll see you next time for the Pokemon League.